Hello and welcome once again to Give Yourself Goosebumps.
Where am I? How did I get here?
Don't worry about it.
Why am I tied to this chair?
You're not.
Oh, I guess you're right. Sorry, my bad.
But yes, today I have with me Grezy once again.
Hi! I'm not tied to a chair.
That's good.
I'm here
Thanks.
on my own will.
Thanks for clarifying for everyone. And today we are reading I guess I tried to find one that was kind of Christmassy, and so it's Toy Terror, batteries included.
Ah, yes. It is very well themed. Terror. Yeah. That is this season.
Yeah. And toys.
Mostly terror.
I just noticed it is funny that it's batteries included.
Mm-hmm.
You'd think it would be batteries not included, but it's like, no, they are included.
Oh, trust me, there's so many batteries in here.
Yeah. Here, I'm gonna put on some spooky video game music, so we'll just put that in the background.
Yay!
So that it's not just my theme music on repeat.
I mean, that's kind of nice, though.
Oh, I should probably open the book.
Yeah, that might help.
I should probably get the book.
I thought you memorized it, honestly.
Yeah, I was actually just gonna, like, improv.
That would be really impressive if you just knew each pathway down to the page number. Give some.
Here it is. I don't even have all of them.
Oh, I do not like that. If the option is to kick it in the mouth, I'm going to do it.
Why would you do that?
Well, so now I sound like
to
a
this
bad guy.
this wonderful doll. Who knows? I mean, who knows with how these books go? Maybe it could end up. I mean, with how these books go, actually, you might not even see this doll.
It's true. That's very true.
This might not even happen.
When you're right, you're right.
And hello, Moon. Congrats on getting first.
Yay! Hello, Moon! You're always first in our hearts.
I'm gonna move our plushies over.
Yeah!
Buff Moon wins.
Yeah! Buff Moon! Woo!
Alright. So let's see. Toys Terror, batteries included. More than 20 endings, by the way.
Whoa! We're not gonna do all 20 of them, are we? Or are we?
No.
Okay, good.
No, see, we gotta leave some so people can go read it themselves.
This is very true.
They'll still have some surprises.
Go support the author, R.L. Stein. Pretty sure they're worth a lot, but you know what? Still, go read it for yourself.
I was gonna say, I don't think these ones are available anymore, but...
Well, good luck reading them for yourself then, I guess.
Beware. Do not read this book from beginning to end.
Oh, okay.
Don't do it.
Alright.
Reading
Moon's
no
like
thanks.
reading no
Wow.
thanks.
Yeah. As is tradition.
Yes. And you better
Thank
say
you, man.
nya often. Don't just
Nya.
don't just do 2 nyas and like forget.
Yeah.
I will hold him accountable, Moon. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Alright, got 5 minutes. Is that how long you do it for?
I just do it as long as I feel like it.
That's not fair.
Look, I transform into a cat. Isn't that enough?
I'll still try to at least make you do it for 5 minutes. But go ahead.
Let's read this book.
Okay.
It's official. You're the grand prize winner. Pick your prize. A tour of the Hasley Toy Company or Hasley. I don't like. I feel like I'm gonna have to say this name a lot. I don't like it. Hasley. Because I want to say like Halsey.
Nah.
Or something. No, it's Hasley.
Hasley.
Hasley's newest toy, a kid-sized robot called the Annihilator 3000. But choose carefully.
Nya.
Yeah. Take the tour and you'll get locked in the factory, where the toys come alive at night. Watch out for Zorgs.
Oh no, not Zorgs!
Those nasty monster toys want to suck out your brain. And stay away from Nasty Kathy. Oh, that's probably the doll on the cover.
Nasty Kathy sounds nasty.
Yeah. Why would you make a toy called Nasty Kathy?
Well, also, why would you call a robot Annihilator 3000 as well?
I mean, that at least sounds cool.
I mean, yeah, but they annihilate 3,000. 3,000 people, probably.
This living doll may look sweet, but her heart is pure evil.
Yeah.
Oh, is this just the book adaptation of Poppy's Playtime?
Yeah.
Yeah.
R.L. Stine predicted Poppy's Playtime.
If you choose the robot, make sure you're ready for trouble. And make it double. The Annihilator is bent on destruction. First it goes after your cat.
No!
How dare. Then it goes after you. Oh, well, I am a cat, I guess, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yikes. Cringe. How do you disable a raging robot?
Give it a raging hug.
Huh. You're in control of this scary adventure. You decide what will happen, and how terrifying the scares will be. Start on page 1, then follow the instructions at the bottom of each page. You make the choices. So take a deep breath, cross your fingers, and turn to page 1 now to give yourself goosebumps.
Okay.
Page 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me also just make sure.
Yeah.
So, Moon, can you hear both of us okay?
Yeah.
If you could let us know. I'm gonna turn the music down a little.
Yeah. That'd be very helpful. Yeah.
Looks like yeah. Yeah.
Very nice. Am I reading this?
I was figuring I'll go ahead and just read it, I think.
Yeah.
Is that alright?
Read.
I feel like it maybe slowed things down a little bit when I had people reading the dialogue for their character. Hey Mom, look at this! I'm a winner, you shout. You race into the house with a letter that's just arrived in the mail. It came in a strange black envelope addressed to you. You know, I've never seen a black envelope now that I think about it.
Huh. There's gotta be a goth, post office somewhere, you know?
The words Hasley Toy Company are printed on the back. Look, Mom, you waved the letter in the air. I won. That's nice. Your mother is reading the newspaper. She doesn't look up. Mom, for real. I won the grand prize, you announce happily. That's great, sweetie. You can tell she's not really listening. Moon says no greasy lines. Okay, maybe. Do you want to read?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah?
I don't mind.
Okay.
If it'll help you, too. I feel bad, though.
Okay.
I don't want you to have to read too much. Okay. So,
You're at it.
I
get my... Yeah, so
okay.
you're at, I get my choice.
Okay. I get my choice. A tour of the Hasley Toy Factory, or their biggest and best toy, the Annihilator 3000. It's this totally cool robot. And I don't know what else.
Moon dropped a bomb on me. Wow.
Moon dropped a bomb on me.
Oh no.
Baby. I don't want to get copyright striked anyway. Okay. It's this totally cool robot. It's as big as I am.
The Annihilator what? She looks up. You've got her attention now. When did you enter this contest? She asks. Hey, that's weird, you think?
I didn't.
Your mom looks concerned. How did they get your name? She wants to know.
Yeah, this was pre-internet era, wasn't it?
You glance down at the envelope in your hand. It suddenly seems creepy that it's black.
Oh, come on, just because it's goth, you know? I don't know how they got my name.
Your mom thinks for a minute. Maybe it was that electronic game we bought last year for your birthday, remember? We sent your name in on the registration. Yeah, you know how you register your electronic games?
Yeah, I do that with all of my electronic games.
Yeah.
Sure.
Whenever I get my Super Nintendo game, and then you fill out the little card and send it to Nintendo.
I'd be surprised if you didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, weird. It must be it. You say, sighing with relief. Isn't it great that I won?
Oh, sweetheart. Your mom pats your shoulder. This is like a scam. Obviously.
There's no such thing as winning.
You ever heard of Nigerian Prince? Don't get your hopes up too high. Sometimes those contests are fakes. Oh, that is actually what she's saying.
Yeah.
They say you've won, but then there's a catch. You have to buy magazines or something.
No way! You protest. The letter doesn't say anything about magazines.
You hurry to the phone and call the special number in the letter. You dial it. A man answers. A man with a scratchy voice.
Alright, Scratchy.
Hello! he says, addressing you by name. Hello, Grezy.
Whoa!
I've been waiting for your call.
Oh, neat.
Which prize do you want? The man asks. You hadn't really thought about it yet, and then it hits you. The man knew your name, but how? I mean, I guess maybe if they only gave the phone number to the winner?
I guess.
A shiver goes down your spine. You shake your head and try to concentrate. So he knew your name. Big deal. Not every kid on the planet has just won a huge prize. Hello, are you still there? The man calls. You've got to say something. Which prize do you want? The letter says that if you take the tour of the Hasley Toy Factory, you'll get a free video game, too.
Ooh.
But the Annihilator 3000 is the best toy the company makes.
If I choose the tour of the toy factory, can I bring a friend?
Sure, he replies. So what's it going to be?
More to murder! Bring me more bodies! Let's see. You know what? The Annihilator 3000 sounds too scary.
Okay.
I'm not into that. I'm not into annihilating my cat.
I will say, it's on page 69.
That is pretty nice. But you know what? You know what? We'll probably backtrack a little bit.
Yeah.
So we're going to go, even though it's not a nice number,
Okay.
It's not funny, we're going to go with page 44. Let's go to the toy factory. Let's bring a friend. I'll take the tour.
Fine, he says. He gives you an address. Be here at 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon.
Thanks. Then you add, hey, how did I win this prize anyway?
But the man doesn't answer. He's already hung up.
'Cause he's a dick.
The next day, you call your friend Benny and invite him to come with you on the tour. Benny just moved into the neighborhood. You've only known him for a couple of weeks. But your best friend is grounded for the 3rd time this year.
Jeez.
So you've been hanging out with Benny. Like, poor Benny, he's like the second choice.
Yeah.
He's funny, and he'll try anything once. Tour the Hasley Toy Company, Benny says. Cool. At 4 o'clock on Saturday, the two of you jump off your bikes in front of the factory. Well, you just rode your bikes there. I guess it's not that far.
Cool.
On top of the big white building, a sign trumpets. World's largest toy selection.
Whoa.
You open the door and step into the lobby. The first thing you see is teeth. 2 rows of glistening sharp fangs.
Oh.
It's a snarling guard dog, and it's headed straight for you.
What? It's a shame Tierf isn't here. Tierf would know how to handle
Yeah.
that. Being a Cerberus.
Why is there just a guard dog?
I mean, you gotta have a guard dog guarding the toy factory.
Just in the lobby?
Yeah. Guard everybody from coming in. This toy factory, it may be the biggest, but it doesn't mean it's the most successful. Who's to say people actually come in here?
Oh god. Wow, Benny screams as you try to leap away. Too late. The dog's sharp teeth clamp onto your pant leg.
Oh, fuck. I mean, I don't say that.
You jerk away, but the dog is a big, fierce Doberman, and it won't let go. Benny, help, you cry. Oh, that's you.
That's okay. Yeah. I'll pretend I was you.
Before Benny can move, a man with curly blonde hair and black glasses races towards you. Mittens! Mittens, stop! The man yells. He aims a remote control at the dog and presses a button. The dog freezes in place. These new models never work right, the man mutters as you yank your pants free. Benny bursts out laughing. Ha! It was just a toy! Your heart is still pumping a mile a minute, but you don't want to seem like a wimp, so you laugh too. Sorry about that, the man says. I'm Bob Marvin, Chief of New Designs here at Hasley Toys. But everyone calls me Bobaloo.
You know as you do.
No, they don't. He's one of those people who tries to make a nickname for himself.
He's like trying to invent a nickname,
Yeah.
Be like, oh yeah, everyone calls me Bobaloo. Sure.
And Moon says, the killer Robo-Dog. Nice joke, right?
Oh,
yeah.
Yes.
Hilarious.
We all love it. You glance over at the motionless dog. Saliva still dripping from its mouth, which is frozen in a snarl.
It looks so real. This place is cool, you decide, even though you just got attacked by a dog.
I hope I get annihilated by... Oh, wait, never mind. We're not here with the Annihilator 3000.
I mean, if they make them here, maybe you'll just see them anyway.
I hope I get stabbed by a stabby toy.
The Stabatron.
Yeah!
Alright, Babaloo. Okay, I guess we're going with that nickname.
Guess so.
Babaloo swipes a magnetic key card over a panel and pulls open another door. The three of you walk into the huge factory. The room is full of chugging machinery and whirring conveyor belts. Wow, you think, gazing around, this is awesome. This really is Poppy Playtime. We're just going into the toy factory.
Yeah. Copyright free Chucky on aisle 5. Yeah, probably.
The room is full of chugging machinery and whirring conveyor. Oh, wait. Wait, did I read that already?
This is awesome.
Okay,
yeah,
okay,
you're
okay.
Good, you're good.
I was confused. I thought I was caught in a time loop. Across the factory is a huge glass wall. Through the glass, you can see a warehouse. Its shelves are stacked to the ceiling with toys. This way, Babaloo calls, pointing toward the warehouse. He and Benny hurry off. You start to follow them when something catches your eye. Something you can hardly believe. A line of dolls in pink dresses are riding on a conveyor belt. One of them suddenly sits up and looks around.
Nope.
For one second, her big blue eyes glance your way. She flutters her long lashes in surprise. Then she jumps off the assembly line and darts behind a machine. Whoa, did you really just see a living doll? I mean, we just saw a dog that seemed real, so...
What if it's just a small child that got on the conveyor belt? Who's to say?
You rub your eyes and blink hard. Should you run after it? Or should you run home and get your dad's camera?
What? Those are my options?
Yeah, why? There's not an option to just follow...
Yeah, I don't just get to follow Benny and Babaloo?
Benny and Bobby? A lot of B names.
Why would I go back? See, okay, both of these really are infuriating to me.
Yeah.
Because if I was forced with the choice of going after a doll... I probably wouldn't. I would just leave.
Yeah.
I'd go to the exit and go home, and I wouldn't come back. So I don't know why I would go for my camera and then come back. Although I guess with the camera option, maybe it's to get proof that you saw it.
I mean, yeah.
Because they're probably not going to believe you. So I'm wondering, does it matter? Because I feel like if I follow the doll, I'm just going to die.
Also, like, how far is it? Is it going to take, like, an hour to, like, ride our bike back home and come back?
You know,
like,
valid.
They're just going to be like, where the fuck did you go? Like, you just disappeared.
A part of me thinks that's kind of funny. You just dip and come back.
Yeah.
Am I going to maybe die and follow this doll? Or am I going to be an idiot and be funny and go home and come back with the camera? You know, I'm feeling going after the doll, even though it's not what I would normally do.
Alright.
Let's go for it.
There's no time to lose. Without thinking for another second, you dash off to follow the doll. You drop to your knees and crawl under a big piece of machinery.
Oh, that's not smart.
Then you snake your way through the factory toward the big glass wall. You see a glass door closing slowly and a flash of pink. The doll must have snuck into the warehouse.
Benny! You shout, running after him.
He's standing in front of a bank of video monitors with controllers in both hands. Babaloo is nowhere in sight. This is so cool, Benny shouts. Come on, try it.
Forget that. I just saw a doll come to life. You gotta help me find it.
Yeah, right, Benny smirks. You grab the controllers from him and toss them down.
Come on, I'll prove it.
Drag Benny to page 20.
Yep.
You and Benny hurry to the glass wall.
She ran in here, into the warehouse.
So what are we waiting for? Benny asks sarcastically.
Benny, don't be a douche.
You notice that the glass door is open a crack. Jammed between the door and the frame is a tiny pink doll's shoe.
Look, one of her shoes! You shout, pushing open the door.
The two of you slip through. On the way in, Benny's foot bumps the shoe. The door shuts with a loud click. You try to open the door, it won't budge.
We're locked in.
Who cares, Benny cries. Look at all these toys. Your eyes sweep over shelves of model cars, computer games, and hundreds of other toys. They all look so cool. But you can't stop thinking about that doll. She's in here somewhere. What is she up to? Suddenly the thought of her gives you the creeps. Do you really want to be locked in with her?
No.
And like Moon saying, "This is why you're number 2, Benny."
Yeah, right? Exactly.
If you can't resist playing with the toys, turn to page 76. If you want to get out of the warehouse, pound on the door on page 18.
You know, I just had a random thought.
What?
What if instead of just like a random doll, it was like a fandom character doll? Like, what if a Sonic the Hedgehog on a conveyor belt just got up and started walking around? Would that be any less weird? I feel like it would be still very weird, but I would be more inclined to be like, oh neat, it's my good pal Sonic. This is nice. Am I gonna play with the cool toys? Or am I getting the heck out of Dodge? I mean, what did we expect was gonna happen?
I don't know.
Yeah. So I'm kind of like, if I'm playing the stupid route already, should I just go for the toys? You know what? Let's play with the toys. Maybe the doll wants someone to play with. You never know.
Benny runs toward the video games. A kid-sized red sports car catches your attention. You climb in. But before you can turn the key, all the lights in the warehouse shut off, and everything goes black. "Hey," Benny screams. "What's going on?" You grope your way toward his voice.
Maybe the factory is closing, you suggest. It's Saturday, and it's after 5.
But we're supposed to be here.
Yeah.
This tour has gone off the rails really quickly.
It has. It's worse than Wonka.
"So we're stuck in here for the rest of the weekend," he whispers, sounding scared.
No way. Babaloo will come and look for us.
Just then, dim emergency lights flicker on. I forgot to tell you," Benny says. "Babaloo got called away for some kind of emergency. He told me to find you, and then, well, we were supposed to leave." "Oh, great," you think. Then you remember your other problem.
"The doll must be in here with us," you whisper.
"Aw, you made that up," Benny says.
"No, I didn't," you insist. "She was..."
You stop talking when you hear a thump. It's coming from a shelf above Benny's head. Was it that doll? You brace yourself and look up.
Sonic the Hedgehog falls off the shelf, hits you square in the face.
A small stuffed pig peers down at you and blinks.
Well, it's not Sonic.
"It's true," the pig says. "She is alive. I am too." You and Benny gasp. The fuzzy pink pig is squirming to get out of the twist tie holding it inside its package. You both start to back away. "Please wait," squeals the pig. "Please help me out of my box. Every night I have to get out by myself and it's hard." You look up and see that the pig has a tear in one eye. It's crying.
Oh.
As you reach up to help the pig, you hear something, a rustling noise like water or wind. It seems to be coming from all around you. Out of the corner of your eye, you see movement. Something just flitted across the aisle. Then it dawns on you. The rustling noise, it's paper, and cardboard, and plastic. And right now, there's some very ominous music. Oh, it's from Sonic 06!
Sonic!
Wow.
Called it!
Sonic 06 music.
The resurrection of Mephils, whatever the hell that was.
Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis.
Yeah.
Yeah. The warehouse doing something incredible.
It's doing something incredible. Something you thought only happened in a kid's best dream or worst nightmare.
Or in Toy Story. All of them.
Thousands of toys all coming to life. Yeah, if all of the toys decided to stop following the rules about how people aren't allowed to see them.
Yeah.
The entire warehouse is going to be crawling with living toys any minute. You and Benny run to the end of the aisle just in time to see an army of remote-control cars zoom around the corner. A squad of 15-inch-high ninja action figures climb out of their boxes. That's pretty tall.
Yeah,
That's over a foot. That's a tall ninja.
Dang.
Dolls, robots, dinosaurs, soldiers. They pour off the shelves, laughing, snarling, shouting to one another. Even the board games seem to be alive. One game has set itself up. The pieces are racing one another, and cards are flipping in the air. "I don't believe this," Benny whispers. Suddenly, bright lights over in the factory flash on. They cast eerie shadows into the warehouse. Then you hear a noise that makes your skin crawl. It's the sound of machines roaring to life. Conveyor belts whirring. Vats of plastic starting to bubble. Someone or something is running the factory.
Dun dun dun!
You and Benny creep through the warehouse toward the factory. Your eyes widen when you look through the glass wall. The ninja action figures are out there, pulling switches and pushing buttons to run the machinery. Then you see a figure standing still in the middle of the excitement. It's the doll you watched come to life. Her brown hair is held in 2 pigtails with pink ribbons. Her little pink lips are heart-shaped. She has huge blue eyes and rosy cheeks. The doll lifts a megaphone to her lips. "Move it, you no-good ninjas!" she roars. You and Benny exchange startled glances. You look back and squint, trying to read the name stitched on her dress. Finally, you make it out. Nasty Kathy. You've seen her on TV. Pull her string and she says all kinds of mean things.
Who would market that?
Yeah, why is that a thing? I mean, I know some people would get it.
Yeah.
As like a joke or whatever, but like, why would that actually be a product?
Right?
What are they making, Benny whispers.
More toys, I guess.
You both look at the conveyor belt. Then a bizarre cargo chugs into sight. A life-sized doll. It looks so real, you'd swear it's alive. And lined up behind it are dozens more.
Oh no.
Nasty Kathy barks orders into her megaphone. "Keep moving, barf bags. You with the ugly face. Start loading the batteries." One of the ninjas springs into the conveyor belt. I like that. Is he acknowledging, like, yeah,
I'm ugly.
I'm the one with the ugly face, I know.
Yeah.
Even though, presumably, they're ninjas, so they should be wearing masks, but whatever. It opens a compartment in the foot of the first life-size doll. It drops in several batteries, then clicks the compartment shut. "Put a police uniform on it," Nasty Kathy snaps to another ninja, "and then turn it on." A minute later, the big doll stands up and shakes itself. It looks completely and chillingly human. It snaps a salute at Nasty Kathy. "Officer Murphy, reporting for duty, ma'am." "Never mind that," Nasty Kathy growls. "Get out there and do the job you've been programmed to do." "Yes, ma'am," the policeman replies. "But first, what shall I do about the security problem?" "Security problem?" Nasty Kathy snaps. "What security problem?" The officer turns slowly until it's facing the glass wall you're crouched behind. Then it lifts its hand and points directly at you.
Objection!
Dun, 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 dun. You've been spotted. You're so terrified you can't move. Nasty Kathy's head swivels in your direction. Then she grins. She has 2 rows of small, sharp teeth.
Who designed that?
"I'll deal with them," Nasty Kathy tells the officer. "You go out there and do your job." "Yes, ma'am," Officer Murphy says, striding off. Nasty Kathy walks over to you. Without saying a word, she reaches up and pulls the string on her own back. "I don't like you," a tinny voice shrieks. Nasty Kathy giggles. This time her mouth moves. "You shouldn't be here. Humans can't know about our plan. Now you're going to pay," she says. "No, we're not," Benny yells. "This tour was supposed to be free!"
Oh!
Waka waka! He jumps up and dashes through the glass door into the factory. Tearing past a group of knee-high ninjas, he races toward the front door. Then he vanishes behind a big machine. You start to follow him, but then you realize that's the door the police officer doll used. What if it's still out there? If you take your chances with the police doll on page 93, or if you'd rather find a different way out, race to page 123.
Is it best to stay together? Benny's being an idiot. He's being an idiot. So do we want to follow the guy being dumb? Or do we look for a different way out? I feel kind of responsible for this Benny guy. We did get him in here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even though he is an idiot.
So you're gonna follow him?
Yeah, we're gonna follow him.
Okay. You decide to take a chance on the front door. The toy policeman might be on the other side, but facing just one of him beats being trapped in the building with Nasty Kathy and her army of terrible toys. You race after Benny. The two of you crash through the front door of the factory. You stumble to a halt outside, trying to catch your breath. What was that? Benny gasps as the factory door slams shut. A bad dream?
Shh! Keep it down! You whisper.
You glance around for any sign of the toy police officer. The sky is turning dark. The parking lot is empty, except for one car. An old rusty sedan parked in the corner. There are two people in the car. One has curly blonde hair. It's Babalu, the bum who just left you in that freaky factory by yourselves.
Come on, you whisper to Benny. Let's find out what's really going on here.
Sneak up to the car and listen on page 100. You and Benny duck down and crawl toward the car until you're within earshot. I had to take care of a glitch in the plan while I was giving those two kids the tour, Babalu is saying. I told the brats to leave, but they didn't. Now we'll have to take care of them. Uh-oh, your skin begins to crawl. Then you notice something even creepier. You nudge Benny.
Look, it's that, the other person in the car. It's that toy policeman officer, Officer Murphy.
What's next? The officer asks Babalu. Hike into town. Find the gas station on Main Street, Babalu says. The owner is one of us. He'll give you a patrol car. One of us, you think? Just what does that mean? Is Babalu a toy too?
Babalu a toy too?
What about the two kids? Officer Murphy asks. Spread the word, Babalu says. Tell the others to be on the watch for them. Once we catch them, we may have to take them to the dark hole.
The Shadow Realm.
Also, hi, Terrror.
Hi, Terrror.
Yeah, Babalu is stupid name.
His name is Bob Marvin?
Something like
Something
that.
like that, but he's like, but everyone calls me Babalu.
Oh, if he's one of the toy people, though, then maybe Babalu does make sense, because it's like a silly name.
Yeah. This is, you know what? This kind of also reminds me of Roger Rabbit. You know how, like, the guy is, like, pretending to be a person, but he's actually a toon?
Yeah.
So, like, yeah, you got toys pretending to be people and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like.
And also, hi, Ursa.
Hello! Lurk, lurk, Ursa. Alright, the dark hole.
The dark hole, Murphy says. Then you hear an eerie sound, like an alarm clock getting smashed over and over with a sledgehammer. Yikes, the toy policeman is laughing.
Jerk.
Well, I feel like that would break their cover if they sound like a broken clock when they laugh.
Yeah, a little bit. A little noisy.
You and Benny glance at each other and shudder. Evil toys are after you. They want to put you in the dark hole, whatever that is. I'm guessing it's a hole that's dark.
Yeah.
Murphy steps out of the car and stalks off. His hard shoes click along the road. They're the only sound in the night, other than the low hum of Babalu's car engine. Let's get out of here, Benny whispers.
But if we go home, we have to ride our bikes the same way that thing went, you object.
You eye Babalu's car. Oh, I thought it was about to, like, suggest that you steal his car, but it says, the trunk is slightly open. You start to get a crazy idea.
Maybe we could sneak into Babalu's trunk and ride along with him, you say. If we follow him, we might find out what's really going on.
Sounds risky, huh? Well, how daring are you?
Oh, will I finally get the chicken ending if I don't do it? Because
I mean, both of these.
I kind of want R.L. Stine to be what was the club I kept saying? It was the I kept saying T-Ruff and everybody else had gotten into the
getting shamed.
Yeah, that's it. The R.L. Stine shame club, you know, because he just shames you.
I mean, both of these options are pretty. Because sneaking past Officer Murphy to get home, or climb into Babalu's trunk.
Both of these are risky. Let's do the trunk. Let's do the trunk. Let's do it.
Okay.
Because maybe we can hotwire his car, like T-Ruff is saying. Who knows?
You and Benny slip around to the back of the car. You lift the trunk lid slightly and squeeze in. Seconds later, Babalu pulls away. We did it, Benny whispers triumphantly.
We're nuts. you answer.
You know you shouldn't be riding in the trunk of a stranger's car, especially a stranger who probably isn't even human. You're terrified of what will happen if Babaloo catches you, but you must find out what he's up to. You grip the trunk lid tightly so it won't bounce around or slam shut.
I was wondering if that's what they were doing, because I was like, hopefully they didn't just close the trunk,
yeah.
you know, and lock themselves in.
I mean, they're supposed to have, like, the thing on the inside to open it.
Oh, fair.
Finally, Babaloo pulls to a stop. When you hear him get out of the car, you lift the trunk lid and take a peek. I see a small airplane. Babaloo is getting on board, you tell Benny. Oh, that's you, sorry.
Oh,
I thought it was Benny. I've always wanted to stow away on a plane, Benny says. What the hell?
What?
What's happening?
See, on a plane? That's fucking stupid.
Right? Can that be a good idea, you think? Definitely not.
Doesn't even give you a choice. It's
yeah,
like, nope,
we
ain't doing that.
We don't get a choice. It literally says, do it anyway.
Oh!
Just do it anyway.
I thought that was them just going, nah, we ain't doing that shit.
You and Benny dash across the runway toward the plane. You hide behind a luggage cart. While Babaloo talks to the pilot, you slink up the stairs. Then you hide behind some seats in the back of the small plane. Well, that was easy.
No, didn't even have to do anything weird. Just, alright, get right on in.
Finally, Babaloo and 2 other men get on board. The pilot radios to the tower, taxis down the runway, and you're flying. Where to, you hear one of the men say, first stop, Walt Disney World.
Woo! We're going to Disney!
What a twist!
Woohoo!
What a twist!
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Oh god.
This is just...
Benny! You damn it, idiot!
Yeah. Cool, Benny blurts out.
See, we just did that exchange, Benny, because we're not in the airplane with you. Oh my god.
Hey, who's back there? A man with a gruff voice asks. So that wasn't a very gruff voice.
That's alright, I'll forgive you.
Who's back there? He stomps to the back of the plane. You see his big feet through the metal chair legs. Is he a huge toy, you wonder? You try to crouch lower, but he can see you easily. Oh, looky what we got, the man calls to Babaloo. Stowaways. Babaloo hurries back. This must be my lucky day, he says, staring at you coldly.
No! Quick, get off the plane! Jump! Jump out of the plane!
No!
Oh no!
You won't give up without a fight. You jump up. Your plan is going to fail, Babaloo, you shout at him, and you're not putting us in the dark hole. Babaloo's face starts to twitch. Soon he's grinning, then he's laughing. The 2 goons behind him laugh too. You have spunk, kid, Babaloo says. I like that. I'm going to give you a reward. He gestures to the goons. They pull a lever and a door slides open. Cold wind blasts into the plane. Guess what your reward is, Babaloo says. We're going to Walt Disney World? Benny asks hopefully. No, Babaloo laughs again. Your reward is skydiving lessons. Uh-oh.
Ugh, I never went skydiving before. I don't even know how to use a parachute.
We'll make it easy then, Babaloo says. For this first jump, we won't use any parachutes. Easy? Not quite. Looks as if you're going to learn the hard way.
Yep, just gonna
got
splat.
Thrown out of an airplane.
See, when I was saying it before, we were gonna be in control. We're not being pushed out. Dang it. Well, splat. Gosh dang it, Benny. You know what? I don't think I'm really gonna, help Benny much if I don't have to. He's kind of done it to himself here.
So I'll say, do you want to try and make some different choices on this path, or do you want to go back to the start?
I want to try biking past the officer. I want to just go back that way.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to do that.
Let me see.
I want to go back that far.
A sneak past Officer Murphy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. blah, 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 blah. Let's try to make it home, you whisper to Benny.
Benny frowns. Okay, but I'm really tired. He says slowly, I hope I can pedal my bike.
Hang on. I want to interrupt for 1 second and just go, but don't they already know where you live? They sent mail to your house.
Yeah.
So if they know that
What
you're
if your
there-
mom is a toy?
Oh no! That's the twist ending. But anyway, go ahead.
You eye Benny suspiciously. That's a weird thing to say, considering you're both being chased by living toys. But after all, it has been quite a day. You and Benny wait quietly until Babalu pulls away. Then you hop on your bikes and pedal slowly toward town. I'm surprised they didn't, like, get rid of your bikes or something.
Huh, yeah.
When you approach the gas station, you see the owner, Willie Sanderson. He's talking to Officer Murphy. They're standing under a streetlight. A police patrol car is parked nearby. You don't want to be seen, but you have to know what they're saying. You and Benny wheel your bikes behind a bush and creep close enough to hear them. How many of us are there? Murphy asks quietly. Oh, at least 50, Sanderson answers. I've lost count. You gasp. 50 toys pretending to be humans? Who are these dolls? Are any of them people you know?
That kind of stuff F's with me, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what if you're a toy?
Oh
I'm
my
touching
god.
you right now.
Oh my god.
Feeling you for wires and... Who are you?
50 fake humans living in your town. They look so real, you could never tell. Then you remember the ninja popping batteries into Officer Murphy's foot. Hey, that's the way to tell if someone is really a toy, by looking at his feet. It's the real purpose of feet pics, is to figure out if you're real or not.
How'd you know? Good deduction.
Officer Murphy starts walking toward the squad car. You and Benny creep toward your bikes. Why did we get off the bikes in the first place? Just to listen to them?
Yeah, I guess.
You've got to tell someone about this plan, once you know who you can trust. Just then, you accidentally kick a rusty can lying in the grass.
No, this time it was me, not Benny. I can't be mad at myself.
It rattles onto the road noisily. Who's there? Murphy shouts. You start to run. Murphy sprints after you like lightning. He grabs you by the shirt and hoists you up in the air. Let go, Benny shouts. In a flash, your friend leaps on the officer and somehow pries his hand loose. The plastic policeman quickly turns and grabs Benny instead. Run, Benny shouts at you. Go on, run!
What about you? You cry as the officer drags Benny away.
I'll be okay, Benny shouts. Just run. Poor Benny, you think. He's history, and he saved your life. But you do run like crazy.
Wow. You know what? Maybe I take it back.
Yeah.
Maybe I will protect Benny.
Yeah.
He did a dumb, but you know. Wait, hang on.
What?
Can I guess something? Okay.
What?
You were suspicious about Benny for a hot second, right?
Yeah.
Because he was like, "Oh, I'm tired." What if he's a toy?
What if he's a toy?
What if Benny's a freaking
But
toy?
it's like... But because you're his friend, he like tried to save... He's like betraying the other toys.
That or, no, I'm thinking maybe this is the long con.
Oh.
He meant to get caught.
Oh.
I don't know. That's my guess. Anyway, go ahead.
Your heart hammers as you dash into the night. Before you know it, you're at your house. You run around to the back door. As you're turning the knob, you peer through the glass in the door. Your dad is seated on a kitchen stool with his back to you. He has one foot propped on the opposite knee, and his shoe is off. He's doing something to his foot. You flash back in the factory. You can still see that plastic ninja toy dropping batteries into the policeman's heel. Is it possible that your own dad is a life-size toy? Who can you trust? Where can you go that's safe? Also, this music has, like, vocals. Hold on, can I, like, just skip? How long is this? There we go.
Now we're at Deathborn.
Yep. Yeah, well, this is from F-Zero.
Cool.
This is from Captain Falcon. Who can you trust? Where can you go that's safe? You turn and run again, blindly, not knowing where to go. But as you race through the night, you suddenly realize you're heading for your best friend's house. Amy's. You've got to see her. She's the one person you know you can trust. Wow, they're bringing in the
Amy's
best...
gonna be a toy. If Benny's not a toy,
Oh, no.
Amy's a fucking toy.
You ring her doorbell, panting out of breath. The door swings open, but it's not Amy who's standing there. It's someone else. The last person you expected to see.
Benny.
It's gonna be Benny.
Yeah!
Benny!
Benny! What are you doing here?
Benny gulps and gives you a nervous smile. Hi, he blurts. I came here looking for you. I figured you'd run to Amy's house.
Oh my god, liar pants, liar pants!
Come in, Amy calls. She steps around Benny, drags you into the living room, and quickly closes the door.
They're both toys.
She peeks out the front window nervously, as if she's watching to be sure no one followed you, or saw you come in.
What's going on? You ask. Your head spins with questions. Is Benny in on the toys plot? And Amy?
Nothing's going on, Amy tells you. Benny just came to find you. That's all. What's the big deal? Your eyes narrow. You stare at Benny.
How did you get away from Officer Murphy so fast?
Oh, I told him that we were lost and didn't know how to get home, Benny declares. He believed me. You find that story kind of hard to swallow, especially since the phony policeman saw Benny hiding with you in the toy factory. You wonder if you should believe a word Benny says. He is your friend, but you haven't known him very long. If you believe his story, turn to page 101. If you're suspicious, turn to page 126.
See, here's the thing. I'm suspicious as fuck. But the problem is, if this were really me, I'd play along, maybe. I'd be like, oh yeah, that sounds legit. Oh, well, I'm glad that worked out for you. But the whole time, I'd be like, something's wrong, you know? But they're not giving me the option to go be suspicious and play along. So I'm gonna say I'm suspicious of him. I'm just being suspicious. You're lying. This is just like Phoenix. When Phoenix Wright goes up to like Big White or whatever his name is and goes, "You're the one who killed Mia." And it's like, what do you expect to happen, Phoenix? You're gonna get in trouble. Anyway, you say to Benny, staring him right in the eye, "I don't trust you for a second. In fact, I don't trust anyone anymore. Maybe you're all toys. Even you, Amy. Maybe even my mom and dad are toys."
Amy opens her mouth to argue, but you won't listen.
"I'm calling the government!" You shout as you dart away from your friend's house out the door. "I'm calling the government! I got their number on speed
I'm
dial."
calling Obama.
Oh, God.
You run into the night. An owl hoots in the trees. From the other end of town, you hear a police siren. You keep running. There's a payphone at the end of your block. You're going to call the FBI. I like the... This implies that your character just has the phone number for the FBI memorized.
Well, I mean, apparently they're calling O for operator, so I guess they're going to be like,
okay.
Get me the government!
You lift the receiver and dial O for operator. Just then a car pulls up next to the phone booth. A rusty old sedan. The phone is ringing now on the other end. Pick up, you think. Please pick up. But it's already too late. You feel a hand reaching over your shoulder. The hand grabs the phone and slams it down before anyone answers. You turn around and gasp. Benny is standing there, and Babalu too. Your jaw drops, so it's true. Benny is in on the toys plot. That rat! You want to scream for help, but your voice seems stuck. Let's go, Babalu says, grabbing your elbow roughly. It's time to put an end to all of this. You glance at Benny pleadingly. How could he do this? Even if he is a toy, he was your friend. Where to? He asks Babalu. They both shove you into the back seat of the long black car. Wait, I thought it was a rusty old sedan. Is it like a limo now?
Maybe they had another one. They're just following them, I guess.
There's only one place, Babalu answers. The dark hole.
Oh, I don't want to face the dark hole. I don't wanna.
Benny climbs into the front seat with Babalu. The car pulls back onto the road. You yank on the car door handles, but they're locked. They won't open from the inside.
Why are you doing this, Benny?
Put a sock in it, Babalu commands over his shoulder. Benny bends over and starts untying his shoelaces. A moment later, he whirls around. He leans into the back seat and stuffs his sock in your mouth.
Gross!
You want to scream, but you
Yeah.
can't make a sound. Not with Benny's dirty, smelly sock in your mouth. Wait a second.
Do they tie your hands?
What?
Like,
Maybe?
I guess. But anyway, what were you saying?
But also, if he's a toy, why would his sock be dirty and smelly?
Maybe
He shouldn't
maybe
have any.
stepped in some stuff.
Shouldn't
I don't
have
know.
any sweat
I mean, yeah, but what if he stepped in like mud or doggy doo? You know, I'm just saying.
in his sock.
Yeah, you know, he's a toy. Who cares?
You strain to see the bottom of his feet, but they're hidden by the seat.
Oh fuck.
Nice rhyme. You reach up to remove the sock. Oh, I guess your hands aren't tied.
Ew, yeah, they just stuck
Just spit it out. You don't even need your hands. But Benny grabs your wrists and lashes them together with duct tape. Somehow, I guess. The truth hits you. You're not going to get out of this. They'll stick you in the dark hole and never let you out. You're desperate, but you can't think of anything to do, except lean over the seat and grab the steering wheel. The trouble is, with your hands taped, you aren't sure you could control the car. It could be very dangerous. Yeah.
Screw it! Everyone's gonna die.
Yeah.
If I'm going down, the whole car's going
Grab
down.
the wheel, let's go.
Instead of Jesus take the wheel, it's unnamed character take the wheel.
Well, it's you. It's
Oh, that's
Grezy.
right. Grezy, take the wheel.
You decide to grab the wheel of the car. Hey, wait a minute. Do you have a driver's license? What?
No! Well, I mean, I do.
Okay, how about a learner's permit? Admit it, you're nowhere near old enough to drive, are you? You can't drive, even without your hands taped together, but you're going to try it anyway. Okay, go ahead and try. Okay, R.L. Stein.
Thanks,
Jeez.
R.L. Stein.
Hey, Babaloo yells when you reach over him. For just an instant, he takes his eyes off the road. Unfortunately, in that instant, the road curves around a sharp bend and over a bridge.
Woo!
The road curves, but the car doesn't. You, Babaloo, and Benny go straight into a deep river at the bottom of a big hill. Of course, Babaloo and Benny are made of plastic. They are both toys, so they survived the crash. They're only a little banged up. But you, well, let's put it this way. You just flunked your driving test.
Dang it! I was hoping the car
Alright.
would explode. Then they would melt, maybe.
Should we say that's it for this storyline, or?
Well, because hang on. So, like, the whole thing with Officer Murphy was, we didn't have any other choices with that route, right? With the bicycle.
Oh, it's just if you want to believe him.
You know, let's see where that takes us,
Okay.
actually.
Oh, happy ending. Well,
Wait,
hey,
really?
a happy ending. Let's see. You decide to trust Benny. You have to trust someone. This nightmare is too big to carry alone. And besides, you're the one who invited Benny to the toy factory, not the other way around. Of course, it never occurs to you that Benny might be the person, or the toy, who sent you the letter about winning the tour in the first place. Fine, live in a dream world if you want to, but don't kid yourself. You have to wake up and face the real ending to this story one of these days. Until then, enjoy your happy ending.
That was like a
Wow.
backhanded happy ending.
Yeah,
Be
this
like,
was-
okay, idiot.
This is, I think, here you go. You got getting shamed by R.L. Stein.
I mean, but not in that way. R.L. Stein's
I mean,
shaming
yeah.
is usually like, wow, you're such an idiot. I can't believe you did that. Wow.
I think this counts as a because he's like shaming you for not, or for living it, for ignoring reality or whatever.
I don't know. Tira, if you've gotten an R.L. Stein shame ending, do you feel like this was worthy of a shame? Gesundheit. I feel like he's just saying, fine, live in a fairy world if you want to.
It's not as harsh as the other ones, but I think it counts.
Yeah. Gesundheit. Again.
Oh, God.
And thank you, Luna,
Dying.
for this happy
Hi,
ending.
Luna.
Yes. But yeah, I guess maybe, wow, with all these routes, there's really, I mean, they call it a backhand, well, they call it a happy ending, but it's a backhanded happy ending.
Okay, so we've tried the trunk. Were there other choices with the trunk? Or
I
does
don't
that,
think so.
that just went straight to dying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, was Benny also a toy in that one too?
I don't know.
Because, like, I feel like he would have said something earlier.
Right, yeah.
Before, you know, ooh, Disneyland, you know?
So do you want to try something else on this path, or do you want to go to the other path?
Hang on, so take your chances with the police doll. If you'd rather find a different way out. Because, yeah, before we did the chances with the police doll, right?
Yeah.
And then that's what led us to all those. There were no other choices with that one.
Yeah.
You know what? Fuck Benny. He's a toy, potentially. It depends. R.L. Stang likes to make...
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't always connect his endings, you know? So at least in one reality in this story, he's a toy. Screw him. So, let's go ahead and find a different way out. Because you know what? Also, that does kind of, if it is supposed to be linked this time around, maybe that's why Benny just ignored what the guy said and stayed. Because he's like, yeah, Babalu told me. But also, no, he didn't. I'm working with the guy. I don't care.
Yeah.
Okay. No! Benny, you shout. Let's find a different way out.
You dash away through the twisting aisles of the warehouse. You don't dare slow down to peek over your shoulder. All you can do is hope Benny is following you. I don't think so, because you already ran away.
Yeah.
Nasty Kathy's voice booms over her megaphone. Alert, she shouts. A ball of human fungus is loose in our warehouse. If it escapes, I'll have you all taken apart.
Oh no.
The second she finishes speaking, you hear the whir of toy motors and the clatter of plastic feet. You keep running, even though your lungs are about to burst. You need to find cover. Then you see that you've run right into the main aisle, and you realize you've made a mistake. A terrible mistake.
Oh no.
It sounds as if the entire warehouse is full of toys. Or full of toys is coming for you, surrounding you. Then you see 6 pairs of eyes, glowing green eyes closing in.
No!
Instantly, you know what those glowing eyes belong to. You've seen them on TV. They're horrible monster toys. Monsters called Zorgs.
Not to be confused with Emperor Zurg, by the way. It's Zorg.
Yeah. And also, we were warned about these in the introduction.
We were. We've seen them now.
On the toys, the claws are plastic and the teeth are rubber.
Oh no.
But now, in the dim emergency light, you can see that these Zorgs are different because they're alive. Their claws and teeth are steel. Their mouths drip with green slime and purple ooze.
Ew.
Their eyes glow with a hideous green light.
Ugh.
You know what they want, beyond any doubt. You saw the movie Zorg Revenge, and you know what Zorgs do. They claw their way to your face and rip it to shreds. Zorgs swarm your face because it's the fastest way to get to your brain.
Oh no!
The 6 Zorgs creep towards you, their slimy feet make sucking noises as they grip and release the floor.
Ew!
Squish, flap, squish, flap. You back up slowly, watching them, praying there aren't any more Zorgs behind you. The 6 creatures sense your fear. They close in steadily. Without warning, they all leap at you. You scream as the monsters fly at you. All 6 Zorgs latch onto your legs and claw their way up your body toward your face. You thrash wildly and manage to shake 2 of them loose. They land with a plop near your feet, but the ones that hang on grip tighter. Rip! Their razor claws slice through your jeans as they climb. You feel the sting of the ooze from their tongues as it drools into the scratches into your flesh.
Help! You scream. They're spinning slime!
You grab at them with your hands, but they're strong, hard to shake off. You gaze down and shudder. Their filthy blue-green fur ripples. Their slimy tongues waggle.
Ew.
Their ugly, sucking feet grip your legs.
Ew!
2 more monsters leap again. Harder, higher. Their claws sink into your t-shirt. You grab one and hurl it across the room. Then you feel the claw scrape along your chin.
That's on your face. No! You cry.
You kick and punch at the monsters. Finally, all 6 of them drop to the floor. Then you turn and run. But you have to dodge some remote control cars that are zooming in wild patterns at your feet. The cars are trying to trip you. A plastic tea set hurls itself off of a high shelf. Cups and saucers clatter down on your head. All the toys are out to get me, you realize. You hop over a slithering rubber snake. On the wall ahead, you see a sign listing all the toys. Cars and trucks, learning toys, action figures, stuffed animals, preschool toys. Under it is a map of the aisles. Which way is it safe to go? You bend down and peer between the empty shelves. Hey, is that a glowing red light in the back corner of the warehouse? The kind they use on exit signs? You start to crawl toward the red light. Then you hear Benny's voice, far away, desperate. Help, Benny cries. Help, they've got me.
Oh, here's the thing. What if I can't trust Benny? I know things now. What if Arlstein connected it this time?
Yeah.
He doesn't always. As we've learned from, what was the Grandma Secret Agent one again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I try to help Benny, or do I go towards the exit sign? Well, that might not even be an exit sign. It could just be the red glow of a truck or something. I don't know. I'm curious. I want to find out if Benny's trustworthy now. Let's go and see if we can help Benny.
You've got to save your friend.
Hang on! I'm coming!
You call, racing toward the sound of Benny's voice. You zoom to the end of the empty aisle, then turn the corner and skid to a stop. The floor is covered with tiny plastic people, each one no taller than 2 inches. They're having a tea party. They gaze up at you with innocent eyes as you leap over them. Watch out, one screams when your foot almost flattens it.
Sorry!
You dance around, trying to keep from stomping on them. Just as you take another awkward step, you feel something squish under your foot. Oh no, I've killed it, you think. Then you feel yourself slipping.
Ah!
You cry as you crash to the cement floor.
Dang.
You fall, banging your head on a shelf on the way down.
Ah! Oh, sorry, that's somebody else.
Ouch, you stepped on my foot, a voice says in your ear. Huh? You gaze over and see the stuffed pig.
Oh, yeah.
The pig who talked to you when the toys first came to life. He's lying flat on the floor beside you, but he doesn't really seem hurt. He shakes himself off.
Sorry I ran under your leg.
Oh, no.
Oh, well, that's you.
Sorry I ran under your legs, he whispers, but I had to stop you, to warn you. Don't go near the army. Nasty Kathy is there, and she'll get you. She's very, very mean.
But I've got to help my friend, you explain.
Whoa, you think. This is too weird. You're talking to a stuffed animal, and it's talking back. There's only one way to save him, the pig whispers. But then Benny lets out a blood-curdling scream. You sit bolt upright. Don't go to him. Let him yell, the pig advises, or neither of you will get out of here alive. What will you do? Do you race to help Benny anyway, or take the pig's advice?
You know what? This pig seems reasonable.
Yeah.
He's seemed reasonable from the get-go. Before he was like, hey, can you help me out of these twisty ties? It's
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, I was wondering if we were going to go back to that, of like how he was like crying or whatever.
He's like, this is hard. Yeah, he had a little tear in his eye.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll trust him. I'm a sucker for a sweet little stuffed animal. Let's find out if that's ill-placed. Okay, you agree nervously. Tell me how to save him. But please, hurry. It sounds like they're killing him.
You've got to find the key to turn us off, the pig says. To turn off all the toys.
Oh, this pig just has a death wish. That's kind of sad. He's gonna sacrifice himself. Huh? You stare at him, your mouth open.
Did the pig just say there's a way to turn off all the toys?
Wait a minute. Why are you trying to help me?
Because it's a nightmare here, the pig whispers. Every night the army starts fighting. The monsters stalk us. The cars and trucks roar up and down the aisles. It's very scary. The pig sniffles and swipes at its eyes with its foot.
Aww.
And do you know what else it continues? I don't like Nasty Kathy. Once she called me a putrid pork face. You bite your lips, trying not to laugh. Laugh if you want, the pig declares, but Nasty Kathy is very dangerous. She's got a secret plan.
What secret plan?
The pig glances around to make sure no one is listening. All I know is they're making human-sized dolls in there, he whispers, nodding toward the factory. They have some kind of a plan to change the world, but they won't tell us baby toys what it is. I don't trust them. So you've got to get the key and turn us off. It's the only way.
All right, you nod. Where's this key?
The pig leans forward. You can feel his pink fur tickling your ear. She has it, he whispers so quietly you can hardly hear him. It's in Nasty Kathy's play trunk. Did someone call my name? A nasty voice growls. You whip your head around and gasp. It's Nasty Kathy. She's standing right behind you, and she has a laser blaster in her hands.
No, not a laser blaster!
Fortunately, it's just a toy, so it doesn't do anything.
Well, they might have made it do something.
Yeah. You can't take your eyes off the laser blaster. It looks so big. The red and blue lights on its barrel flash on and off. On and off. It's just a toy, you tell yourself. A plastic toy. But toys have a way of being dangerous around here. What if that laser blaster is alive too? It could blow you to bits. Well, look who it is, Nasty Kathy sneers. Dorky Porky and his new friend, the pile of human guts. You swallow hard. The truth is, Nasty Kathy is terrifying. She's only 2 feet tall, but she looks so evil, it makes her seem bigger somehow. Oink, the pig squeals and trots off. I'll see you later, fatso, Nasty Kathy calls. As for you, let's go. On your feet, human. She jerks the laser blaster in the direction she wants you to walk. Do you dare make a run for it? If you do dare, or if you think you'd better...
We're making a run for it. We're gonna hope that's just a plastic toy.
Let's go. If you go with Nasty Kathy, you'll never find the key to turn off the toys, and you'll never get out of the factory alive. You hesitate, pretending to think about it. Come on, Nasty Kathy bellows. We don't have all night. She drops the tip of her laser blaster just an inch. It's the chance you were waiting for.
No! You shout.
Giving her a shove. Then you take off running in the opposite direction. You hear a whine from the laser blaster. A red beam sizzles past your head, but you don't look back. You make it safely down to the end of the preschool toys aisle, back to the big overhead sign listing all the toys in the warehouse. Yo, human moron, Nasty Kathy calls over her megaphone. You'll never get away. Wait, is she holding like the laser gun in one hand and then a megaphone in the other hand? Like,
yeah.
You're sweating and your breathing is heavy, but you can still hear her footsteps as she runs down the next aisle. Then you hear her on the megaphone again. Attention all Zorgs, report to aisle 4, dinner time. Aisle 4? That's where you are!
Oh no!
Yikes! You'd better run before the Zorgs find you. You quickly study the big map of the warehouse. Benny's voice sounded as if it came from aisle 3. The dolls are in aisle 2. Your mind races. You know you should run to the doll aisle. You have to find Nasty Kathy's play trunk. That's where the pig said you'd find the key to turn off all the toys. But what about Benny? He sounded like he was in big trouble. And the truth is, you're not sure you can hack this alone. So if you go straight to the doll aisle, or make a pit stop in aisle 3.
I'm still curious to see if Benny's in on this.
Okay.
See if Arlstein connected the dots.
So we'll take a look.
Yeah.
You zoom around the corner and head into aisle 3. It's crowded with toys, open boxes, and assorted junk. With the dim emergency lights barely glowing overhead, you can't really see what's going on. You squint. It looks as if the toys have set up a barricade. What is that large lump at the end of the aisle? That thing lying on the floor near the glass wall. Oh man, you've just figured it out.
Benny!
Benny's tied up with about a dozen jump ropes. He looks like a giant lying on his back, with dozens of tiny soldiers standing on his chest. Help me, he shouts. Hurry, they're crawling all over me. You run toward Benny. Then you hear the sound you've been expecting and dreading. Squish, flap. Squish, flap.
Oh no, I hate squish flaps.
That sucking sound, it can only mean one thing. The Zorgs are on your tail. Frantically, you scan the shelves near you, hunting for a laser blaster or anything, some kind of weapon so you can defend yourself against the face rippers. You fling aside boxes of video games. There's lots of cool stuff you'd love to try out, but you can't find a weapon. The Zorgs scuttle forward, their green eyes glowing in the dark. They're close enough to leap. You can almost feel their claws ripping into you, and the stinging purple ooze from their tongues. In a panic, you grab the nearest thing, a package of walkie-talkies. You tear off the wrapping, stuff one walkie-talkie into the waistband of your jeans, and hurl the other at your friend.
Benny, catch!
I can't, Benny cries. Oops, you forgot, his hands are tied. Okay. The walkie-talkie bounces off Benny's stomach and clatters into a corner. The Zorgs are coming faster. You head for the doll aisle. Hurry to page 73, I guess. Find Nasty Cathy's trunk is all you can think. If you can only find that key, you can save Benny and yourself. You trot down the aisle, scanning the shelves. Dolls are everywhere, sitting on the shelves, chatting to each other, drinking from baby bottles. 2 fashion dolls are lounging on recliners. Chip is coming over in his new sports car, you hear one say.
Oh, you don't say.
Finally, you spot a navy blue and silver doll's trunk. Nasty Cathy is painted on the front. A silver key dangles in the lock.
Awesome!
You shout, pumping your fist in the air.
I found it!
You reach up to take the key. That's when you feel something that makes your blood run cold. Something small and strong gripping your leg and starting to climb up your jeans. Please don't let it be a Zorg, you think? A Zorg or not a Zorg? That is the question. Find out the answer on page 103.
Guess we're gonna. Get off me!
You cry, kicking your leg to shake the monster off. But the thing is too strong. It won't let go. It moves incredibly fast. Before you can even get a glimpse of it, it climbs your leg, then grasps your t-shirt. It skulls toward your face. You want to run, but you're frozen in panic. Listen to me, it says in your ear. Huh? You crane your neck to see what it is. It's a hand, and nothing else. A rubber bloody hand, like you would buy at Halloween. It makes a fist on your shoulder, and uses its thumb like a mouth.
Oh, so like one of these things?
Yeah.
Yeah, like doing it with your hand.
Listen to me, the hand warns. That's the wrong key. Look inside her trunk for the right one. Huh? How did the hand even know what you were searching for? The Zorgs appear at the far end of the aisle, running this time. Squish, flap, 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 squish. Better think fast. Can you trust a rubber bloody hand? Maybe this is a trap. If you trust the hand, or if you think it's a trap.
I mean, the hand probably could have just choked you out if it wanted to.
Right.
So, I'm gonna trust the hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna trust her.
The Zorgs are closing in. Squish, flap. Every nerve in your body screams, run! But something tells you that the bloody hand is telling the truth. Find the real key, it says with its thumb. When you find it, put it in the incredible talking, spelling, thinking, intelligent machine.
What? Hang on. Does that spell anything?
It's Tim. It's Tim?
It's Tim! Wait. Isn't that the name of the sorcerer? Hang on, in Monty Python's Holy Grail?
Yeah.
Tim.
The
what?
The creature lets go and falls off your shoulder. With its bloody fingers spread out, it looks like a giant red spider. Ah! It screams all the way down to the floor.
What the heck is this thing? Thanks for the hand. Thanks for the advice.
Quickly, you unlock Nasty Cathy's trunk and peer inside. Dirty, torn doll clothes, an archery set, a miniature can of spray paint. Then you spot a small CD. You grab the disc and hold it under the light. There's a picture of a key on it. Bingo. Snatch the key and race to page 65. You hold the disc tightly in your fist. Which aisle were the learning toys in? You close your eyes and try to picture the big overhead sign. Uh-oh, big mistake. You never should have closed your eyes. By the time you open them again, you're surrounded. There are Zorgs on the floor at your feet, and beside you they're hanging from the shelves, reaching for you, flexing their claws, licking their lips.
No!
Half a dozen of them leap onto you in a flurry, a foul-smelling fur. You swing your arms like windmills. So imagine the Bart swinging his arms around. If you run into them, it's your fault. Flinging 2 monsters off your shirt. Then you start to run toward the glass wall. But marching in formation down the doll aisle, blocking your way, is a squad of big wooden soldiers. How are you going to get out of this one?
I don't know, R.L. Stein. How are we?
I guess on page 22. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. This isn't happening. You tell yourself, squeezing your eyes shut. You open your eyes. You should stop doing it. Stop closing your eyes. You're still trapped between the hideous slime-drooling Zorgs at your back and the giant army in front of you. The soldiers march towards you, aiming their weapons. Then they fire. You're about to just get killed by a firing squad.
Oh my gosh!
About to get shot to death. Duck and try to stay down until you reach page 39.
No!
You cry as the soldiers fire their weapons. You squeeze your eyes shut. An instant later, you feel something sticky falling on your face, in your hair, on your arms and legs. Yuck, they're squirting you with cans of instant spider web. The gooey threads cover you, trapping you in a tight net. You struggle to move, to run. But your arms are pinned to your sides by stringing spider webs. Your legs are trapped too.
Help!
You cry, hoping Benny can hear you.
They've got me, Benny! They've got me! And Benny's like, yeah, they got me already,
yeah, right.
like pages ago.
Clomp, clomp, clomp. The soldiers' boots stomp the floor as they march up to take you prisoner. They hoist you onto their shoulders, 8 soldiers on each side. Then they carry you into the factory, where Nasty Kathy is waiting. She looks angrier than ever. Good work, she tells the soldiers. Now let's show this kid how it feels to be treated like a toy. Oh no. You squirm and wriggle, trying to free yourself, but the instant spiderweb is strong. You can't break through it. You look like a big fat bug, Nasty Kathy sneers. Too bad I already had my dinner. Then she points to the conveyor belt, the one where you saw the life-size dolls being made. Put the human scum up there, she orders the soldiers.
Wait, no!
But everyone ignores you. Let's put our guest through the hair planting machine, Nasty Kathy squeals. The one that punched holes in my scalp to put hair in my head. Let's see how a human likes that.
No! Don't do it!
Thwack, ka-chunk. You hear the horrible machine start up. Nasty Kathy cackles and hurries away. As the soldiers start to lift you onto the conveyor belt, your mind races. Isn't there some way to escape these toys? Maybe you could pretend to be a toy yourself. I feel like it would be late for that.
A little bit.
That police officer doll looked exactly like a person. Or maybe you could try a bribe. So pretend to be a toy or buy your way out.
I don't know. Let's go with pretending to be a toy. Maybe we can fake it.
There must be a way you can fool the toys into thinking you're one of them.
Wait! You cry as the soldiers dangle you over the belt. You can't do this to me! I'm a toy too!
Will they believe you? You're nearly choked with fear. The sound of the hair planting machine makes your scalp crawl. A few of the soldiers look uncertain, but the captain just laughs. That's a lie, he declares. Put the kid on the belt. But some of the ninjas, the ones you saw making the robot police officer, rush in to help. One of them turns off the hair planting machine. Maybe the kid is telling the truth. Maybe it's really a doll, another ninja warrior says. Ridiculous, the captain snaps. Start up the machine. The ninja hesitates, unsure. You gaze at him with pleading eyes.
Please, believe me. I'm a toy.
Prove it, the ninja replies. Let's see your batteries.
Oh, fuck.
Prove it. Your heart sinks. How can you prove you're a toy? You don't have any batteries. But wait, maybe you do have a chance after all. Did you stop in aisle 3 before going to the doll
Oh, the
aisle?
walkie-talkies!
If you did, you'll have something tucked into the waistband of your jeans. Something with a battery pack. Something you can use to fool the toys. Well, no cheating now, because we'll catch you. If you stopped in aisle 3, you know what you picked up. Man, this one has an inventory system.
Right, I have a walkie-talkie, baby. Go to page 81. It's not a video game.
Dang, not a Game Boy.
Yep, sorry.
The walkie-talkie in your waistband, it has batteries. You could pretend they're yours. You're saved. The problem is, how can you reach the walkie-talkie with your arms tied? Meanwhile, one of the ninjas takes off your shoes and socks. He moves his little fingers around on the bottom of your feet. It tickles, but you don't feel like laughing. The kid lied, the ninja shouts. There's nothing here but skin.
Wait! I am a toy. I keep my batteries in a different place. If you cut off one of my arms, if you cut one of my arms free, I'll show you.
Enough, the army captain commands. Shut the kid up. One of the soldiers aims a web gun at you. It only takes one squirt right over your mouth. The sticky spiderweb spray oozes down your cheeks and silences you. You can barely breathe. Nasty Kathy walks back over. She flips the on switches for the conveyor belt and the hair planting machine. Thwack, ka-chunk, thwack, ka-chunk. Turn to page 114. You squeeze your eyes shut. Any second now, mechanical arms are going to swoop down, poke holes in your head, and stuff it full of dull hair. Then suddenly, something incredible happens. A voice comes out of the walkie-talkie in the waistband of your jeans. It's muffled, but everyone can hear it. "Don't hurt me," a small, high-pitched voice says. "Please believe me, I'm a toy." That voice, you recognize it. It's the pig. The head ninja runs over to the switch and stops the hair planting machine. The voice came out of its stomach, the ninja cries. A human can't do that. "It must be a toy," another ninja shouts. "Of course I'm a toy," the pig's voice answers. "Let me go." The pig must have found the other walkie-talkie near Benny. But also, shouldn't the walkie-talkies be alive?
Not all the toys are alive, I guess.
I guess.
You know, it's kind of like in Beauty and the Beast, where people are like, oh yeah, all the dishware must be alive, but they're not all alive, you know? It's just a magic castle. So, you know, there's some toys in here.
Okay.
And then Terrror says not all toys have batteries.
I mean, all of the fake human ones do.
Apparently. You solemnly promise.
You promise never to eat another slice of bacon as long as you live. I don't know about that.
Pork chops, though, are fine. Bacon, on the other hand.
Also, it's a toy pig.
Yeah, you'll promise not to eat any cotton for as long as you live.
It's not a real pig. 3 ninjas jump onto the conveyor belt and bring their swords flashing down at your head. Oh, well, probably to cut you free, right? Yeah. You stare in horror at the flashing swords. They sweep down on you. That's where there would be like a commercial break if this was like an episode of the TV show.
Yeah, you'd be like, shoo! And you'd be like, ah!
They swoop down on you and slice away the instant spiderweb that's tying you down. A few seconds later, you're free. You hop off the conveyor belt and open your mouth again to say thanks, but just then your walkie-talkie crackles to life again. "Thank you for helping me," the voice in the walkie-talkie declares. "And now if you'll excuse me, I've got something important to do, in the warehouse, aisle 1. "Sorry about that," the army captain mutters. "We were just following orders." "You should think before you follow orders," the pig skulls through the walkie-talkie. Wow, some harsh commentary. You smile to yourself as you hurry toward the glass wall. Then in through the glass door, toward aisle 1. I guess Nasty Kathy is also believing this?
I guess.
Inside the door, you see Benny on the floor. Nice rhyme. Still tied up with jump ropes, right where the soldiers left him. Only he's just lying there, curled up, completely still. Is he even breathing?
Benny! Benny!
Benny turns over with a start. "It's you," he says. "I thought you were those horrible soldiers for a minute. Cut me loose."
"Sorry, Benny. I can't take the time." You apologize, rushing off towards aisle 1. "There's something else I've got to do first."
You race to aisle 1, the learning toys aisle. That's what the pig meant, isn't it? That you should go there? But now what? Now what do you do with the key? Well, that depends. Which key do you have? The silver key in the trunk, or a different key from inside the trunk? We got the one inside it. Yeah. You've got the disc in your pocket, the one you found inside Nasty Kathy's trunk. And you remember where the rubber hand told you to put it. In the incredible talking, spelling, thinking, intelligent machine. It's Tim. Oh wait, it does say it's Tim over here. Your heart pounds as you race down the aisle. Frantically, your eyes scan every box, every toy on the shelf. Puzzles, reading games, math machines, mazes, alphabet games. Everything but a talking speller.
"Where is it?"
You cry out in frustration. The pig's voice suddenly bursts out of the walkie-talkie in your waistband. "It's Tim," the pig yells. "Huh? It's Tim? Who's Tim?" You don't get it. Come on.
Wow.
Why is the pig yelling about someone named Tim? Then you catch sight of it and it all makes sense. Incredible talking, spelling, thinking, intelligent machine. A red plastic toy shaped like a book. And the first letter of each word spells out, "It's Tim." You are about to insert the CD when you hear Benny's voice. From 2 aisles over. He sounds terrified. Don't do it, he cries. Whatever you do, don't put the key in, it's Tim.
Oh, it's because he's a toy!
How does Benny know what you're doing? Did he figure it out from the soldiers? Does he know something you don't know? He's your friend. Should you listen to him?
No!
If you do, you might miss your chance to turn off the toys. You can hear Nasty Kathy's voice nearby. She's coming. She must have heard the pig yell, "It's Tim." And if she catches you, this time you might not get away. Please don't, Benny cries. If only you knew. Well, do you put it in?
Putting it in. Sorry, Benny, you're dead.
Yep. You decide to go ahead and stick the disc in, "It's Tim." You've got to. The pig said you'd never get out of here alive if you didn't. You cram the small CD into the slot in the back of the incredible talking, spelling, thinking, intelligent machine. Svzzz. A flash of white-hot light nearly blinds you. Then you hear a terrible hum. A hum so loud you feel your bones shake. Then silence. You open your eyes and gasp. All the toys are dead. Or really, they're just toys again. They're not moving or breathing or talking. For a moment, it seemed strange. You were getting used to them, and you were getting downright fond of that little pig.
Yeah.
Then you snap out of it and run over to find Benny in the action toys aisle. Hey, how come he's just lying there? Oh my god!
I wonder why!
Oh.
Benny! You call as you race toward him. It's safe now!
You gasp when you get close enough to see his feet.
He's a robot!
Benny's left shoe is off. You stare at his foot in horror. In the heel is a battery compartment, just like the compartment in the police doll's foot. Suddenly you understand why Benny didn't want you to put the key in "It's Tim." He knew that if you turned off the toys, you turned him off too, because he wasn't really alive. He was running on batteries. Benny is a doll too.
I'm sorry.
You say to Benny, standing over him sadly.
But not that sorry.
Then you realize something. You're talking to a doll. You feel bad about Benny, but after all, you hadn't known him very long. Oh well.
That's alright. Now if it was Amy, on the other hand.
You did always think he was kind of weird. Oh, except she is one of the toys.
Maybe.
Remember? Maybe?
Well, again,
yeah.
Arlstein doesn't always connect him. He connected this, but yeah.
Yeah, we haven't even mentioned Amy in this timeline.
In this timeline, yeah.
Oh well, you think as you walk out of the factory. At least you didn't get zapped by Nasty Kathy. You start to pedal your bike home, but suddenly you're hit with a horrible thought. If Benny was a doll, who else is a toy too? Your father? Your mother? Your best friend? Guess you'd better start reading again. Until you find out the answer to that, you haven't really come to the end?
Well, I guess... Well, here's the thing. We just said, like, when we in that other timeline, we were like, oh, your dad is doing something to his foot. He could have just been scratching his foot, for all we know. But, like,
yeah.
Like, yeah, maybe he is. Maybe Amy is. It seems like R.L. Stein is connecting the dots on this one.
This one is much more connected than the other ones.
Yeah, the other ones, yeah. More connected than Grandma's Secret Agent.
Definitely. Yeah, that one was...
Yeah, everything was wacko nuts in that one. Grizzy's a robot dragon.
Oh my god.
Well, check my foot.
I feel like...
Look at it. Here's my foot.
Even though that was saying, like, oh, you haven't really come to the end, I feel like that was pretty good.
Yeah, we got the good ending.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Although I am curious,
I don't know if maybe
in the part where you're unsure about oh, that's true, there's the Annihilator. We didn't even do that right.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have like
a whole other plot line.
We could do a little bit of that one.
If you want. Hang on though. I want to see, is there an option when you're looking at your dad? To like
No,
there's no option, there's no trusting anything?
That whole path was like linear. We did all the choices on that path.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Grandma had zero continuity. It did. It really did. I'm kind of curious. What if you listen to Benny? I just want to find out if, like, you die.
Oh, about, like, not putting...
Yeah, like, if you don't put it in.
Oh,
I just kind of want to find out if it leads you to an instant death, you know? Like, if they kill you, you know?
Let's see.
Just kind of curious is all. But yeah, then we can do a little bit of the Annihilator thing if you want.
Find a different way. Yeah, that was a long path. Where we followed the sound of his voice, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we met the pig, and we took the pig's advice. You dare to make a run for it. You make a pit stop in aisle 3.
Man, the bloody hand
Trust
also
the
wanted
hand.
to die? What's up with the bloody hand?
I guess so.
To go?
Yeah, some of these toys just wanted to die.
They're just like, yeah, no, existence is pain. Thanks, bye.
Yeah. Pretend to be a toy.
Yep. Okay.
Is it a walkie-talkie?
Okay.
You had the different key.
Yep.
If you want to find out what Benny knows.
Yeah, I'm just curious
Okay.
what happens if we do that.
Okay.
It's not an instant death, which is surprising to me.
You decide to listen to your friend. He sounds so certain and so desperate. You hurry to the aisle where Benny is tied up. Untie me, he shouts. Just do as I say. You untie the jump ropes that hold him down. As soon as he's free, he jumps to his feet.
What's going on? How did you know?
No time for that now. Just listen to me. Benny seems so different, so in control. He continues. Run to aisle 1 and get It's Tim. Bring it with you, no matter what. Then we've got to grab some more good stuff. I'll get the computer games, a laser blaster, the hockey game, and a remote control car. You get whatever toys you want. Then run for your life and meet me at the front door. Okay? Your eyes wide.
What if I run into Nasty Kathy?
Just go, Benny answers.
I'm gonna guess it's because he wants you to bring out toys.
I guess.
So they're gonna come to alive, you know, or whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, he's up to sussiness.
You dash to aisle 1, you grab It's Tim, and load your arms with other cool toys as well. Then you spot the pig. He's been following you up and down the aisles. Why not? You tuck him under your arm. He grunts happily.
Aww.
You snake around the edge of the warehouse. Oh man, is this gonna actually be like true ending?
Oh.
And into the factory, you reach the front door. Hold it right there, you flesh freaks, Nasty Kathy suddenly shouts over her megaphone. You whip around. Yikes, she's right behind you, and the laser blaster is pointed at your face. Without hesitating, Benny tosses a hockey stick at Nasty Kathy. She ducks out of the way, giving you just enough time to slip out of the factory and slam the door shut.
We did it!
Get back here, humans, Nasty Kathy shouts from inside. Benny grabs It's Tim from you. Where's the key, he asks impatiently. You hand him the computer disk, feeling confused. He shoves it into a slot in the back of the talking speller. Instantly, there is a flash of blinding white light, then a loud hum that fades into silence. Find out what happened. You stare at Benny with wide eyes.
Oh, I see. What just happened?
The toys went back to being just toys, he explains. At least all the ones inside the factory.
Huh?
You ask stupidly. your mouth hanging open. The toys we brought out are still alive, he goes on. That's why I didn't want you to put the key in It's Tim until we got out. I knew that every toy and every life-size doll in the factory would go to sleep forever when you used the key. You blink.
I don't get it. You cared that much about keeping these toys alive?
The pig under your arm squirms happily.
I'm
you.
glad you did though. I thought it was the pig.
Yeah.
You had giving the pig an affectionate squeeze.
The toys are cool, Benny hesitates for a second. But mostly I cared about keeping myself alive.
Keeping yourself alive? What do you mean?
Benny gazes solemnly at you. I'm going to tell you the truth, he says. I knew all about the living toys, and that they were making human-looking dolls to carry out a secret plan, because I'm a doll.
What? You're a doll?
Benny pulls off his shoe and shows you his foot. There, in his heel, you see a battery pack. You're so amazed you can't speak. You just stare at him. If you had put the key in It's Tim while I was still in the factory, I would have died, Benny explains. By the way, I'm the one who put your name on the list for the factory tour. I wanted you to see how cool the live toys were. I didn't realize how dangerous it would be. Nasty Kathy turned so mean. Who could have seen that?
Right,
Nasty
Kathy.
You open your mouth, but for a few seconds you can only manage a faint croak. Finally your voice works.
Okay, so you're a toy. What about the secret plan? Why life-size dolls?
Benny gives you a small smile. Oh, that's a story for another day, he tells you mysteriously.
Bitch!
He's right, of course. It's a story for another day, or another page. But for now, you're happy to know that you've had some fun. Did you? And came out of it alive in the end.
Yeah, the little cute piggy, I'm glad for him.
Yeah.
But everyone else deserved to get fucked. Benny, no offense. Don't be all like, oh, it's a story for another day.
Right.
Don't you do that to me.
So, yeah, like Moon is saying, yeah, like, the cop or your dad, if he's a toy.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the point of turning them off inside this? Yeah, well, they can't, I guess.
I guess if Nasty Kathy was, like, the leader, though.
Then the operation might be...
Then, I mean, I guess, also maybe eventually their batteries will just run out, I don't know.
Yeah. Alright, so we want to do a little bit of the Annihilator, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's just see, like, because I'm guessing that is going to be, like, a totally...
different story.
I liked what we saw of that story. It was way more
connected.
It was like fairly straightforward.
Yeah.
Compared to like the Secret Agent Grandma.
Moon. Oh yeah, I almost had fun losing my face.
Yeah.
But then they came back and rebuilt them. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, can they? We haven't really figured out like
how they're doing it.
Why?
Yeah. Babalu. What the fuck is Babalu doing?
Yeah, we
kind of don't know.
I don't know if maybe there
is.
He
was getting on a plane to Disney World.
Yeah, what was up with that?
Is he gonna make the toys alive at Disney World?
What? Wait, why was he going on a plane to Disney World? I don't know,
maybe he just wanted to go to Disney World.
He's just on vacation.
Yeah, I
don't know, but yeah, maybe
go to a battery store, problem
maybe
solved.
there is another path where we find out more of the lore.
Sure. Okay,
but anyway,
the nice number 69.
Page 69.
Okay.
You have to have the Annihilator. It looks so cool on TV. It's as tall as you. It's black and purple, with eyes that light up and lasers in its hands. It walks, it runs. The TV commercials say the Annihilator is totally bent on destruction.
And I'm all in on that.
It even comes with a set of little spacemen, which it can destroy. Then you can put the spacemen back together.
Yay!
Best of all, you can program the Annihilator to do just about anything. Anything except your homework, the ad says.
I'll take the Annihilator 3000.
Great, the man replies. It's too late to get it to you tomorrow, but we'll deliver it on Monday. Got that? What, 2-day Amazon delivery.
Nice. Sure, thanks.
My pleasure, the man answers with a strange chuckle. Goodbye, and good luck.
Wait, how did you know my name? How did I win this prize anyway?
But the telephone line has gone dead.
Frickin' Benny. Benny did this to us.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Benny said he was the one who put us in the contest, so is Benny gonna be here? Let's see. Weird, you think? He hung up so fast. And what did he mean by good luck? Still, you can't wait for the Annihilator 3000 to arrive. You rush in to tell your mom about the phone call. She frowns. Just don't get your hopes up, she says.
Wait until Monday, Mom. You'll see.
That reminds me, she says. Monday afternoon, I've got to pick up your brother Joffrey at daycare. Oh, we have a brother?
Apparently.
I won't be here when you get home from school. In your heart, you're afraid that your mom might be right, that the prize won't arrive. But you rush home on Monday after school, hoping she's wrong, hoping the package will be waiting. From the street, the porch looks empty, until you run up the front steps. A huge brown cardboard box is sitting near the front door.
Yes!
The box is so heavy you can't lift it. You toss your jacket and backpack aside. Then you drag the box through the door and into the living room. You never imagined it would be so heavy. Something whirs softly inside the sealed box. Weird, you think. It sounds as if the Annihilator is already turned on. You're so excited you rip the carton open. Whirr. The motor inside the robot sounds like it's spinning. You tilt the carton onto its side, slide the heavy purple and black robot onto the living room rug. You crawl halfway into the box. But all that's in there is the stupid instruction sheet. Who needs that?
We will. I'm sure of it.
You toss the folded sheet behind you and back out of the box. Hey. Oh, that's you.
Oh, hey, where are the spacemen?
When you turn around, the robot is standing. It got up on its own, so it was already on. The huge toy walks forward, turns a corner, and heads straight for your room. Okay?
Also, Moon says, and now you're dust in the wind. Yeah.
I have a feeling we might get annihilated.
Something tells me maybe 3,000 times.
You get up and race after the robot.
Hey, wait!
You catch up with the Annihilator as it stalks into your room.
Hold on, stop!
At the sound of your voice, the Annihilator whirls around and glares at you. Its eyes light up bright red, and then it grows silent, as if it's thinking. Even the whirring noises stop. Somehow the silence is creepy. Very creepy. Cautiously you step forward and reach your hand out to the robot. You've got to find the off switch. The robot suddenly spins toward your bed. It raises its arm and shoots out a laser beam. Whoa, your bed is on fire!
No, our bed's been annihilated!
What kind of toy is this? Flames lap at the posters hanging over your bed. You've got to do something. Your eyes dart around your room and land on your fish tank. Should you use the water to douse the flames? Or should you try to beat them out with your pillow? Hurry, the fire's getting bigger. So if you go for the pillow or the fish tank?
Well, I mean, fish tank would probably work better. I feel bad if there's fish in it, though. I guess for now, the fish tank? Sorry, fishy.
You grab the tank. Water sloshes onto your sneakers. You look into the tank and see your guppies, Simeon and Seth, flitting around, opening and closing their little mouths. They're as frightened as you are. You can't kill Simeon and Seth. Put the tank down.
Fair.
You set the tank down and run to the burning bed. You snatch a pillow and begin to beat out the flames. Smack, smack, the fire is going out, thank goodness. You barely notice the Annihilator spinning away from you, turning towards your desk. Whirr, until you see it raise its arm again.
No! You cry when you see where it's pointing. Not my dad's baseball card collection!
Oh no!
I'll be so grounded!
Your dad's oldest and most valuable baseball cards are in a shoebox on the desk. He's had them since he was a kid. They're worth a fortune.
Why do you have them?
He only let you borrow them because you promised to be extra super careful with them. You needed them for a school report. A ray blasts out of the Annihilator's finger. Flames lick up the corner of the box.
No! Stop it!
This
Annihilator is annihilating!
This is insane. How do you turn this awful robot off? You run around behind the Annihilator. You know its battery compartment is in its back. Your fingers scrabble over the panel. Where's the latch? How do you open it? The Annihilator spins around to face you. How creepy. It's as if it could feel your touch. Then it shoots a pale blue laser beam out of its chest, straight into your hand.
You!
The blue beam is freezing. You watch in terror as a block of ice forms around your right hand. You dash down the hall to the kitchen. You smash your hand against the side of the sink. The ice shatters. You turn on the hot water and let it run over your hand. You gasp and clench your teeth in pain. This can't be happening, you think. It's a bad dream. Toys don't come to life and start burning your house down. Burning. You remember your dad's baseball cards. The whole house will go up in flames if you don't get back there and put out the fire. You grab a pitcher and shove it under the faucet. Then you race back to your room and hurl the water onto the box. Whew, the fire is out. Dad's baseball cards are destroyed. But that's the least of your worries now. Because the Annihilator isn't in your room anymore. It's got to be somewhere in the house. But where?
Dang.
You stand still and try to listen. But your heart is pounding so loudly it's all you can hear. The noise comes from down the hall. A noise that makes the back of your neck prickle. Meow! It's Patches, your cat. She's in trouble, and you think you know what's causing it. Please, you think, let Patches be okay.
My god. Also, Moon, no, you don't need one of these. Put my foot down.
You dash into the living room. Patches is on the mantel over the fireplace. Her back is arched. The hair along her spine is standing straight up. The Annihilator has her trapped. It zaps laser beams at her, but she keeps leaping out of the way. Sparks flash against the stone chimney behind her.
No more!
This robot has gone too far. Freezing your hand was bad, burning up your father's fortune and baseball cards was worse. But trying to blow up Patches, well, now it's personal. You're still scared, but you're angry too. You're going to send that toy back where it came from, but how? If you call the Hasley Toy Company, or if you try to trick the Annihilator back into its box.
Wouldn't you just burn the box down? Unless you turn it off? See, the thing is, I don't trust the Hasley Toy Company either. They knew what they did. They sent it to us. What would you do out of curiosity?
I guess try calling.
I'm gonna go to the opposite. I'm gonna try to get into his box.
Okay.
I feel like it's stupid because it would just burn the box down, I would guess.
Maybe it's a laser. Maybe it's a laser-proof box.
Maybe. So we'll see.
There's got to be some way to get the Annihilator back into its box, you decide. But how? You stare at the box for a minute, racking your brain for a good idea. Whirr. The robot is moving again. It walks over to its cardboard box. It flashes its lights. Hey, what's it looking at, you wonder? Then you see it, the spacemen. It's looking at a picture of the spacemen that were supposed to come with it in the box. That's what it's programmed to destroy. You race to your little brother Joffrey's room and dig around in his toy box. You know he's got an old plastic spaceman in there somewhere. It's his favorite toy. How convenient. Finally you find it, a red plastic space pilot. One of its arms is missing, but it will have to do. You hurry back to the living room.
Hey, robot! Look what I have!
The Annihilator lurches towards you. Its eyes light up and start flashing when it sees the spaceman in your hands. Quickly, you toss the spaceman into the cardboard box and stand back. Whirr, the Annihilator stares into the box for a minute, as if it's thinking, wondering, is this a trap? Finally, it can't resist. Still whirring, it throws itself into the box headfirst, and starts ripping at your little brother's plastic toy. With what?
It's hands?
I guess?
I don't know.
I thought it just shot lasers.
Yeah, I guess.
Quickly, you slam the flaps of the box closed, locking it in. You grab some heavy packaging tape. You stretch about 16 pieces across the lid so it can't get out. Then you phone the Hasley Toy Company and tell them to send a truck to pick up the Annihilator. Okay, I guess it's not.
I hate this toy.
By the time your mom gets home for dinner, the whole horrible mess is over, except for one thing. Joffrey's favorite toy is missing. Uh-oh, you thought the Annihilator was trouble? Wait till you see what Joffrey can do. The end.
Well, unless Joffrey can spit fire out of his limbs, I think we're good.
We're going to get murdered by our little brother who's in, like, preschool.
Yeah. She's gonna stab
also,
him
the fucking, like, burnt sheets on the bed, or the burnt baseball cards.
No, Joffrey's worse. He'll kill the whole family.
Well, that was fairly short.
Yeah, look at that.
There you go.
Did we need to do another one, or is that good?
I think that's enough. My voice, that's all my voice can handle.
Yeah. Well, that's why I was wondering when you were saying, oh yeah, no, I'll do all the speaking. I was like, are you sure? These are long. There's a lot of them.
It's fine.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I think that was good. We saved the cat. That's what matters. Yay! And we're not really in this story, so we don't have to worry about getting yelled at by parents. Because, like, I was immediately thinking that, like, going, oh, this is the worst possible thing. I hate that feeling. Where you're like, oh no, they're not gonna believe me. I'm gonna be in so much trouble. But yeah, that was something, all right. Nasty Kathy, freaking Benny. I still don't know how I feel about Benny. Do you think?
Yeah,
do you think Benny's gonna try to rise up with all of the other toys?
I don't know. I feel like Benny just didn't care about the plan or whatever.
Yeah. Just Disney World. He really just wanted to go to Disney World. But that's what got us killed in that. Like, our first death was that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Good story.
Yeah.
We had a good time choosing. And I went with the opposite choice when I asked you recently. Because I was like, well, whatever you say, I'll go with the opposite because I can't decide. So it's not that I didn't just, like, not want to listen to you, but I was like, nah, we'll go with the opposite route. Man, you got busted on the plane team with Apple Bottom to throw you into a pit. Penny's the worst.
Yeah.
Are you looking for someone to raid?
Yeah, I think I have somebody.
Yeah, who we raiding?
I raid Vivienne the Magician.
Let's do it! Which has been your favorite of these Choose Your Own Adventure stories so far, Ergo?
Let me just use the command, the button.
Do it.
Do My favorite one? It's hard to say. I'm trying to think, is this my favorite one out of the, like, Goosebumps ones? I don't know. Like, this one...
You've done the grandma one with Terrror.
That one was just really weird.
Yeah, that one was weird. And then
I liked the time travel one with Rev. And
then we did the one with the horse, the knight.
And the comic shop.
That one was alright. Yeah, the comic shop.
This was definitely like the most, like it had the most story to it. I don't know. I think they're all good in their own way.
I agree. Good answer.
But yeah,
good answer.
I think that's all. So we'll see you later.
Yeah. Bye to Terrror and to Moon. Bye to everybody.
Bye.
Woo! Watch out for Nasty Kathy.